Hello. Welcome to a late edition of Spring Fever, a Thursday night rendition of Spring Fever. As always, it's me, XFL Jim, joined by the one, the only. It is Uncle Rico. What's up, Eric?
Nothing much, man. Just ready for this Grey Cup. Excited about it. It's been a long season, Jim. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. It's been a long ass season.
The CFL always has that going for them. They always have the longest season in sports. Shout out Buckshot Kid. Man, as always, before we get to anything, we are brought to you by Royal Retros, your one-stop shop for old retro-style sports gear, hats, shirts, hoodies, jackets. They have everything your little heart could desire.
Now, let me ask you this, dude, because you've been to the Grey Cup.
I have. I went. What was it? 2 years ago? Yeah, in 21 to the Grey Cup, and I went to the Grey Cup and in Hamilton. It's there again. It's in Hamilton again.
Now, what was it like? Was there like parties going on? Was there a lot of fans?
There was
Media present.
The week of, there's like they do the media stuff in exactly Buckshot. The CFL Awards was today. We didn't go to the award show when we were there. But we did the interviews with the players and all that stuff, and then we did some practice viewing. And there was a lot of media, so it was pretty media heavy.
What's practice viewing? Practice viewing.
Like you can go watch the teams practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can go watch both teams like practice on the Grey Cup field for a little bit. And I got scolded.
In Chicago, we just call that watch practice.
Practice viewing, watch practice, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I got scolded for recording on my phone.
Oh, really?
Not supposed to do that. For the practices.
Dude, so are you friends with Connor Scallion?
I was the CFL equivalent of Connor Stallions, except I was just using it for only personal gain, not to benefit a glorious university.
Now, was there like a lot of former players there, like lurking around, like
day of? There was definitely former players lurking around, and definitely big party game vibes. Huge number of fans. I think Hamilton's arena only seats. Let me see what Tim Hortons Field seats. It's not huge. What is the capacity here? So it's 23,000. It's like 24,000.
Now,
but it was sold out and it was electric. It was crowded day of. It was super fun. Big blast. Especially I don't know what it would be like in other towns. Maybe it would be different if it was in like Toronto per se, or I bet Edmonton would go crazy. But it was awesome.
What am I thinking here? What was the price of an adult beverage?
I think it was like $7, $8. Not bad.
Heavy Labatt's Blue.
So, Eric, I don't know if you know this about me, but if I drink too much beer throughout the day, I'll just feel bloated. So I was just going straight into the cocktails right away.
Dude, hey man, you know what Clay Thompson says? Shoot or shoot.
I just go straight cocktails when I get there. Interviewing the players was sick. I feel like this is based off nothing because this is the only like actual media player event that I got to go to. Mm-hmm. I feel like maybe with the CFL you get a little bit closer
access
to the players than you would like the NFL, because they're trying to like push the media in and trying to get these players like front and forward.
When I use my little media credential for the NFL at the NFL draft, I felt like CJ Stroud and Bryce Young were in Michigan, and I was in Kansas City. That's how far away from I was.
I just got to walk up and ask players if they thought they could fight me.
I know. I remember that video.
It was awesome. I met some really good guys there. The players are great. The CFL staff was excellent. TSN is like take it or leave it. They're fine, I guess. They're really all the CFL has.
Who's TSN's Aaron Andrews?
I don't know if it's Farjan. Lorenzi or something. It's he's actually a taller dude, but he's probably their closest Aaron Andrews. He's like the on field sideline guy.
Okay. Just learning right now.
Definitely felt like a brothers club, like an old men's club or something like that, where there was a lot of people that already had connections, and if you didn't have them, it was tough to like get in.
Like a
Maybe it
supper
was
club.
because they didn't feel like I was like taking it seriously because of the way I do things.
Like a supper club.
A little bit.
Okay. I got
Day
turned
of
down.
was a day of Grey Cup. I will always recommend to people. Electric. It was so much fun.
Okay.
It was like a professional college game. The vibes.
The vibes. Okay.
Because it was a bunch of people. Everyone was just getting drunk, having a good time. People like dressed up and everything. And in Hamilton in particular, they were going hard because the Ticats were in it. So I don't know what it would be. Yeah, there you go. Farhan Lalji. Thank you, Buckshot. But I wonder what the vibes would be like when it's two teams like one of the teams playing, the game's not being held there.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when I went, Hamilton was playing in the Grey Cup. They were there. They were playing. So I don't. It might be different this year.
It's a good point, Jimbo.
I wonder how hopping the streets of Hamilton are. We did talk to somebody while we were there. Apparently, Hamilton, big drug town. Big drug town.
Drunk?
Drug. Like
Drug
DRUG, like hard drug.
Interesting. That's something I did not know.
You know what else I didn't know, Eric?
What's that?
I didn't know that The Rock and Danny Garcia were going to be at the Capitol today.
Why were they in the Capitol, dude?
I mean, we don't know. Presumably, to discuss about the XFL and military recruitment. The meeting was arranged by Senator Tester. Where's he from? Senator. So I guess like football leagues and military recruitment can be a thing.
Football leagues in military recruitment can be a thing.
I don't know. They seem to go. I see a lot of military. Like, why wouldn't they be, Eric? Because the U.S. throws all the military stuff for every football game. I assume they're trying to like recruit people for it.
So this would be people after the military would go play there, or like what? I don't.
Maybe just like special promotion. More so than even just like a regular NFL game.
Okay.
The senator that called it is from Missouri, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's from Missouri.
Buckshot calling in with the Grey Cup take. When it's not the home team or Saskatchewan, is not at the Grey Cup. It's not really popping. Those Rough Riders fans do go crazy.
So this is going to be a little bit mellow.
Possibly, but I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, we get more news about merger talks coming soon. But this does kind of alleviate some worries that some people were having about the XFL. There were some people in the fold that were of the mind that like if the merger didn't go through, that the XFL wouldn't play next year. I think this kind of eases that a little bit.
Why wouldn't the merger go through? I thought it was a done deal, pretty much.
Well, not done deal go through, but like they don't do it, like it doesn't take place this soon, like this fast.
Oh, I got you. So
they don't merge until 25.
Yeah, I got you, Bubba.
So like with the XFL doing something like this and the USFL Players Association doing some negotiations, I think I'm leaning more and more into the idea that like we're not seeing the merger actually happen this coming year.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
I think we get one more year of both leagues separate until everything just kind of.
And you think if that's the case, both leagues will run?
I think for sure both leagues will run.
Okay. Interesting.
I would be interested to see what the XFL would do with Vegas.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, Oh, Vegas, 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 Vegas. It's just
But right now, everything's kind of just up in the air still. So we don't know. Maybe this week, maybe before Thanksgiving, we'll get a little gift from all XFL, USFL about
maybe
what's happening.
it'll give it the press job on that Friday night,
I would love
Thursday
that.
night of
Also,
Thanksgiving.
this also kind of alleviates. Some people thought like the Rock and Danny were sort of stepping away from everything with this merger going through. I feel like this is them being very involved.
That being in the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's probably sticking around in at least some capacity.
I agree 100%.
But Eric, it is time now to discuss the Grey Cup. There's only one CFL game this week, only one. It is the Grey Cup. Before we get into that, though, do you have any takes on the finals that we just saw happen?
Montreal's defense, man, like Jesus Christ.
Defense wins championships.
No touchdowns against Hamilton, forced 9 turnovers against Toronto. I think Toronto kind of coasted into the playoffs. Like not having an intense.
What do you think of Chad Kelly not shaking hands?
I really don't care.
That was my take too.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Travis, like Swag Kelly not shaking hands. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce dating. Those are 2 things I really don't care about. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to drink this weekend either way. Like I really give 2 shits. There's plenty of times way back when I played and I used to play at a pretty high level, I would be pissed off when I lost. I just left. I didn't shake hands. I never won a sportsmanship award. I really don't look into that. I think like Toronto though kind of coasted in, and because of how dominant they were in the regular season, they got they're just caught with their pants down. And they haven't been in the position where the Blue Bombers have been in the last couple seasons to know how to deal with that going into the playoffs, make sure you're peaking at the right time. And then the other game,
Bombers 24, Lions 13. It was a good game.
I was a little surprised with how good the Bombers were defensively against BC.
To me, that game just kind of was the culmination of a lot of what we saw throughout the season, where BC seemed to be a different team on the road versus at home, which is why I was so worried for them actually having to, they get Calgary at home. That's nice. But all of a sudden now you're on the road playing at Winnipeg with those tougher opponents. I think maybe if you switched it and BC was at home, we might be looking at a different Grey Cup here.
Yeah.
Oh, Buckshot also coming in. CIS football playoffs this weekend. That is the highest level of Canadian amateur football. It's like Canadian college football, I believe.
That's something I did not know.
It's Eric, I will be 100% honest. As much football and as many leagues as I follow, it's hard to follow like Canadian football. I will fully admit, and it's only because it's so late at night when I catch these. I'll catch Japanese college football.
I think the lowest I went was what I had Denver plus 3.5 yesterday against Nicholls State. And I was watching the streaming on Denver's athletics Twitter.
Were you part of the group that was watching the Oklahoma Army game a few years ago on Twitch with the guy's foot?
No.
I was in there. I was in that Twitch chat.
Speaking of
great
Twitch,
game.
I'm glad you survived your Twitch friend adventure.
Oh Jesus! Shout out Uncle Joe show. That was exhausting. Eric, I'll show you. I'll see if I can find some pictures and like share them with you after this. It was crazy. But sir, we have the Grey Cup before us. The line is set. I'm using Bovada this time just because they have all the fun props and whatnot. Bet Online. I didn't see. Did you see any props over at Bet Online?
Oh, dude, Bet Online had a ton of props.
Really? Where'd you find them? Is there like a pull down window for them?
CFL futures.
Oh, they're in the futures for some reason?
Yep.
That's weird.
Austin Mack over under 61.5 yards.
Okay. So let's. I'm still using the line from Bovada. Bombers -8. Over under 47.5 plus 300 on the money line for the Alouettes. Eric, which way are we rolling?
You know what? Like you said, defense wins championships. I just really feel that our Montreal's defense is going to come to play. I think they're going to be able to carry over that momentum. Fajardo is kind of playing with a chip on his shoulder. I read some article. He said like the band, they were like them and the OC were basically ran out of town, and now they're in the Grey Cup with Montreal.
Yeah, Rough Riders fans are distraught at this moment. They basically ran both those guys out, and they're looking pretty dang good.
I mean, this is my thought process for the game. I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the +8. I'm going to take the money line +300. But then, you know what I like to do, Jim? These championship games. You know what I like to do, buddy? I love my first half unders. Give me the first half under. What is it, 23.5?
First half under, we are seeing 23.5.
Give me the 23.5, and then I'm going to parlay 23 under 23.5, and then +4.5 for the first half for Montreal.
I'm going to just stay simple with it, Eric. This is like, I've been crazy all throughout the year. I'm staying simple. As much as I agree with your take that defense wins championships, and this seems like a lot of points, if I know one thing of the few years I've been following the Grey Cup, and especially recently, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers live to embarrass Cody Fajardo. For some reason or another, he seems to fall apart. If he wins this, full redemption achieved. But in the years I've spent watching him play, he has seemingly every time fallen apart when he plays the Bombers, both on the Riders and this year on the Alouettes. I'm taking the Bombers -8, and I'm going to take Brandon Oliveira under 87.5 rushing yards. I think this is going to be more of a quarterback showdown. I think this is going to be a game that Kolaros needs to step up and win. I'm excited for this one. I'm going to watch.
Highest scoring half, second half. I like that.
I love that one. I'm probably going to get down on highest scoring half, second half. I wonder also, these are things to monitor, these props, if they'll maybe open them up more and more as the Grey Cup approaches and give you some of the fun ones.
It's freaking nice to finally have some of these props. I mean,
they need to do it more in the regular season, right?
Yeah, they do.
I agree. Also, Eric, did you see who's doing the halftime show?
Oh my God. Is it the guy who's saying Macarena?
It is not.
Oh.
It's Green Day.
Really? Boulevard
yeah, it's Green Day's doing the Grey Cup halftime show.
No shit, dude.
It's sick.
Who did the halftime show when you were there?
Oh, God. It was some group I don't think I'd ever heard of. So I went in, 21? The Lumineers.
I never heard of them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking at the fan guide for the Grey Cup.
There's a fan guide?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Let's read this fan guide. Okay. I'm reading it right now. Built in the hammer. I like that.
Nice little map.
Okay.
Canadian Force Obstacle Course. Broadcast panel. Canadian Football Hall of Fame. The autograph.
You're going, Eric. You're just going right to the beer garden. Shut up,
dude.
You're beelining right to the beer garden.
Carrie Underwood, Shaggy. Jesus.
What now?
Dude, Shaggy and Carrie Underwood are performing. Shaggy's on stage right now, dude. Mr. Boombastic. Is you even know who Shaggy is, dude?
Yes, I know who Shaggy is.
Mr. Boombastic.
This is actually a sick, like, whole getup.
And then freaking Carrie Underwood is on it tomorrow.
No. Oh, this is thrown by the CFL. That's awesome.
Jim, come on, man. Come on, buddy.
That's awesome.
Now what we got here? The Bomber House. The Grey Cup, the Grey Cup Shop.
We got a
I mean, there's just a fucking ton of activities, dude.
Sport Hamilton Breakfast of Champions.
I mean, there is just a ton of activities. Dude.
If people send me pictures of Carrie Underwood tomorrow, I'm gonna be so mad. I also hope that the halftime show this year is gonna be at the End Zone. That stuff's sick. That's where they did it at when we went to.
Really?
I'm trying to see transportation service. Who cares about that? Shout out Tim Hortons Field though. Trying to see who's all sponsor. The big sponsor, Eric, Twisted Tea. I guess Twisted Tea is real big in Canada.
I mean, Jesus, dude, where's the beer tent, dude?
It was an actual massive garden when I went.
I'd be pony up there talking to someone I shouldn't be.
Oh, I know you would. You'd be looking good doing it. All right, folks. Eric, any parting words for the Grey Cup? Okay, before this, I will be streaming watching the Grey Cup. Monday night.
I knew how to freaking watch the Grey Cup, I would probably watch it, dude. But
well, let me see. Let's see if they're showing it on CBS Sports or something. Oh, second question right there. How can I watch the CFL Grey Cup? TSN 1, 3, and 5. No, I don't need TSN. I want to watch it. CFL Plus, baby.
Jesus Christ, I can't even get that to load, man. So
I don't know. I don't understand how you haven't gotten CFL Plus to work.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here for a pimp, dude.
It's like one of the easiest.
What?
It's like one of the easiest things. You just have to be on your desktop. You can't watch it on your TV.
No, it's too much work, dude.
It's just pretty lame in that regard.
But, dude, I'm looking. The merchandise ain't that expensive either, dude.
No, dude, it was sick. Like even like there in person, it wasn't so bad. I got a pair of gloves. I got this CFL football.
Yeah. They're just not that bad at all, man. Affordable. I like that.
I even got me a toque.
Well, what the fuck is that, dude?
That's what they call beanies in Canada.
Oh, I call it a hat.
You don't call them beanies? It's a specific hat.
I just call a hat, Jim. I'm not flashy.
What about all the different kinds of hats, Eric?
I'm a simple man, Jim.
You're wearing a hat, but if I put on a fedora, I'd just be wearing a hat?
Yep. Hat's a fucking hat. See, this
is
insane. I'm looking right now. So I'm looking right now on shop, and I clicked on the Elks merchandise. It's jacked as shit. But when I'm looking at the Grey Cup stuff, it's like cheap.
Well, Eric, I think the Elks are one of the more popular teams.
Oh. Okay. I mean, what's the least popular team in the fucking CFL?
Honestly, it's probably the Argos.
Toronto?
Yeah, it's probably Toronto.
All right, here we go. Yeah, dude. In what world am I going to spend $44.99 for a level wear men's player tee jersey of Swag Kelly?
How much is it?
$44.99.
For what are we getting?
A t-shirt jersey of Swag Kelly.
Yeah, I'm in.
$44, dude. Dude, I'm looking at this. I could get Grey Cup 2023 T-shirt, $19. I can get a sweatshirt for $39.
Where are you shopping right now?
Dude, Uncle Rico finds the deals, man. At Loco Tech.
Okay, I looked somehow on the Forge Football Club, and you can get a friggin' Grey Cup Festival hoodie for $90.
Jesus, Jim, you gotta work on that shopping, man.
Well, Eric,
I'll try to stop on the stream for a little bit.
I'll send you the link. I know Monday night's a big night for you.
Monday night?
I think that's when they're playing, isn't it?
No, I thought it was Saturday.
Oh, it's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Eh.
I know Sunday's hard for you.
That's what Uncle Rico makes his cheddar, man. We got the NFL going on.
Sunday night at 5 p.m. At least it's at a good time.
Dude, I have my pajamas on at that time, dude.
I will too. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Spring Fever. Make sure you go check out Royal Retros and make sure you use promo code Spring Fever for 10% off when you do. And make sure you go watch the Grey Cup. Do it. I might risk my Twitch channel and actually just stream it on Twitch. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll make a Twitch channel and just do that. Who fucking knows? Stay tuned. We love you guys. And we'll see you next week.